would spoon with my mind. What's up? Arms is here. What is this, the under 2200 tournament? This is the under 2200 section. All right. Pawnda Classical Arena. Thank you. Thank you for posting that. You're going to play the arms. Round one. Hey, everybody. Hey. I can see. All right. Hey, everybody. How are you? Ready to start? I'm ready to start. Are you ready to start? Hey, everybody. Arms. Number one. Wow, you're 24-22. Wow. Heavy duty rating, man. 23-38 in classical. Oh, he's number one. He's the favorite, not me. 24-22. This is unrated tournament. Just all you know. So all you know. For all you know. Unrated tournament. Casual, in other words. Otherwise known as casual. 13 players. And counting. Encounter. Random monster encounter. Hey, everybody. How are you? Welcome to our tournament. I'm the second ranked. All right, I'm going to berserk. Not berserking is too long. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Oh, the Caro-Kann. That's new. He's never played the Caro-Kann before. He's never played the Caro-Kann before. So what do you want to do? That's a bad sign, right? When they start playing the Caro-Kann. A nice boring endgame. Start things off. It turns out the sign is very trendy now. I'm actually playing a trendy variation here. The Gambit with knight g5, not really recommended. Okay. We have a lot of time, but it's not quite as much as you think with that increment. So most common move now is bishop g4, but I don't know, you know. I don't know that knight f6 is a bad move, for example. I'm not convinced that bishop g4 is necessarily. I don't even know that pawn takes pawn is black's best move, honestly. I don't know anything. I really don't know anything. Welcome, everybody, to our stream. Welcome. So g6. Well, but. There's some ideas associated with that move. Black could play bishop h6, for example, rather than the traditional bishop g7, depending on what I do. Pending. Camp Pendleton. So what about bishop c4? Feel routine. Feel the routine here. Now that's a routine move. Feels very routine. c3, discouraging him from bishop g7, discouraging him to play, encouraging him to play, if anything, like bishop h6 there. Now we have knight f6. So why didn't he do that right away? for example? I don't know. Why didn't he do that right away? Oh no. It's a good question. I don't know. But I need to defend this pawn. There's several ways to do so. And I don't know which is best. Knight BD2. Beady-eyed rodent. Oh man, I don't know. You forgot theory. This well, I mean, what you did looks perfectly reasonable to me. I don't know. As usual, the answer is I just don't know. You forgot theory. Well, I never knew theory in the first place. Just learn how to play chess, I guess. We're gonna learn how to play chess. That's a great bishop. Now that's an active bishop, an active god. Now that's an active god. Now, how do I deal with knight c5? Boys and girls. The almost unthinkable b4. The preemptive. Didn't want to play bishop c2. So I almost have to do knight d2. That means I need to put my king on fucking e2. This is weird. Whatever. The plan is usually put the king on c2. Now, what does that do? What are you doing there? My bishop needs c2. So, okay. Knight h5. The king must go here. If knight h5, we play g3. Bishop g4 check, we play f3. Takes my knight, we take with a knight. Plays knight c5, we play bishop c2. There could be a problem there, but it's only a minor one. If knight c5, bishop c2, b6. Don't really like that. I suppose I can find a way to deal with it. Possibly even king f3 later. Or f3. Yeah, I don't like what I did. You know, it doesn't seem like what I'm doing is right. It seems like both sides played this wrong. What's up, Nedeye? Number one. Where's the captain? Captain Picard. Wow, this is a really interesting position, isn't it? We've got here. Good thing everything's protected. I did a5. Securing his knight position. Or not. B6. I don't know, man. This is definitely not a good bishop. That's all I know. The one on c2 is definitely not a good bishop. I don't know. Otherwise, yes. Of course you play that. Of course you play that. I know. Knight b3. Check. c4 is possible. Damn, dude. I am already in trouble. Well, we can always play knight c4. Bishop a6, c4. Build a wall. Build a wall. A4. Oof. This is really ugly. Ah, there's another knight. Knight a3. Knight a3. Ooh, that's weird. Knight a3. Jeez. Knight a3, bishop a6. No. What am I gonna do? Knight c4, bishop a6. Knight c4, bishop a6, knight a3, b5. Knight e5. Jesus Christ. No matter what I do, there's some really bad shit going down here. No matter what I do. Well, let's wait till he does that, alright? Knight b3. Damn. Bishop takes, knight takes. Or bishop takes, rook takes. Rook takes, rook takes, rook takes. Knight e4. Well, this is comfortable. At least I have a strong central pawn. Dude seems awfully comfortable here. He was denied. You know the rules, right? You must have 100 games, 100 rated games. Wasn't me who denied you, but we don't, you know. You know the rules. Read the rules. You're denied by a team leader. Wow. Wow. You're special. Denied by a team leader. Your exception was denied. You have 100 games? If you have 100 games, yeah, I mean, but they have to show up as games. So nobody's counting your unrated games as games. Do you realize that? We've been counting your unrated games as games. We do a deep dive on your profile. Sorry, I'm late. Deep profile dive. Whoa. What's wrong with this move? Hey, is a centralized king good in the endgame? Yeah, am I still in trouble? You're gonna save your bishop, go back? Then what do I do? Knight a3. Still I'm getting creeped out. Sure you're not related. In relation to Repunj. At least you haven't been blocked or something. I hired these mods to rule with an iron hand. C6 is hanging. Wow, so Adventureland. If bishop a6, knight takes c6, rook d3 check. King f2. Show me the money. So he's in seriously dangerous situation here. I didn't even know. You can always play bishop takes b1. No shame in that, right? Bishop takes b1. Is your bishop trapped? Bishop takes b1, knight takes c6, bishop d3, knight takes d8, rook takes d8. I get a pawn and a rook for 2 knights. Interesting. All right, knight takes c6. Rook d3 check. King e2. Knight takes c6 for knight takes c6. Bishop d3. Knight takes d8. Rook takes d8. Rook d1. Takes. I have 2 pieces. A rook for. What do I get? A rook for. That's only 1 pawn. Don't love it. You found that. Wow. Boom. All right. Okay, never mind. What does this do? I'm not sure yet, but I'll let you know when I figure it out. What doesn't it do? Oh no. Knight b3. Man, he's fast. Jesus Christ. I wonder he's 24-2-2-2. 2-4-2-2. R2D2. Knight c2. Well, we have 3 options. That really isn't that difficult, you know? Mm-hmm. Welcome, guys, everybody. Hosting Classical Arena here. Arena. We don't get many of these. 3.5-hour Classical Arena. 30-0. Pawnda's falling asleep. Hey. Hey. Mm. 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 All right. Yeah, what are you going to do about that, man? I have better king position. Can hit that e5 pawn at some point. Better development. I have all 3 pieces developed against your 2. Uh-oh, rook a8 on the board. That's a scary. Scaring is caring. Because scaring is caring. It's like Monsters Incorporated, right? I haven't watched Monsters Incorporated in a long time. And we could always try b5. That's an option when I feel like it. I see. Yes. Yes. You like that. You would like that, wouldn't you? How about an exchange of rooks? How would you feel about one exchange of rooks? Just a single rook exchange. Not a double. Triple double. Okay, never mind. Wow. I was declined. Okay, Karen. No. Double rook exchange? We do have an outside pass pawn here. We are better. Tempting. Tempting me. All right, I'm tempted. Outside pass pawn in a knight ending. Better king position. But is it enough? You got everything. Can't believe I traded both rooks. Mm-hmm. Full throttle. Oh, yeah. Did I play knight c4? Oh my god, what is that? What is that? No way. It's a no-brainer, right? Knight b8, not an option. I got f4 at some point. Oof. Yeah, I see that. I see that. I can see that. Okay. Yes. The knight endgame. Man, he's fast. Whatsoever. First place. Wow. Okay, what are you threatening? What do you menace? I just hung a pawn. I think it's okay. Needs that pawn anyway. Look. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's greedy. 2 pass pawns. Quantity or quality? Quality is job 1. The quality of the pass pawns. Pass pawn quality. This could be tricky. Oh no. Wait a minute. Push. Friends. Pawn friends. My pawns are your friend. All right. Rook. Rook me. All right. Back to tournaments. Nettie is in second place. Uber Driver, Pyra, Mule Skinner, Richard, Yaroon, Error 404, Sun Prism, Azuwaga, HGGGGGG, Bookkoala, Miyamoto, Stefano, Ripunj, Alpha Alpha, E-Man, R Swiss Trophy, Goga, Impure King, and Aspie. Richard! Error 404 not bound has tipped 11-11. Definitely not bound. You are not bound by anything. Nice! We're up to 381.11. All donations will go toward the World Senior Fund. Oh my god, I forgot Berserk. Oh shit. There should be like an auto Berserk feature. Oh no. You tricked me. Oh, that's gonna cost me. Auto Berserk. Not on. Mm-hmm. Very well. Fare thee well. I late too. I let Gina Rook in the team, but she already fully Karened out. All right. Yeah, 11-11. What's up with 11-11? 381-11. 1-1-1-1-1-1-1. Oh no. Bishop. Mr. Bishop. I don't know about bishop takes f6. It's funny position. c6. No? g3. Well, it takes the fun out of c5 anyway. Okay. What do we do? Controlling the center. It seems kind of lame, just putting the bishop on g7, but all right, for now. Focusing on the center. Now e4. Want to restrict you from playing that or let you play it? Be my guest. Yeah, I don't know. Objectively, like, where's my knight going? Knight here, or knight here, knight here, knight here, and then what? Sorry, I meant to berserk this game. The board sizing might be a little bit weird on the screen. The clocks look a little off. Okay, let's adjust that. We got plenty of time. Screen capture. But board size maybe is really the issue here. Make the board a little bit bigger, smaller. That looks worse. Window capture. That looks better. But it looks off to the side. That looks stupid. All right. That looks stupid too, but it's not too bad. That doesn't look. Yeah, it's like I can't adjust it where I want it. There, that's not bad. Okay. Wow. Bishop. I'm just trying to provoke him to like weaken his king side with h3. I don't really know what my plan is. If I did this move, what do I do next? Like h3, bishop f5. Oh, he does this anyway. How can you do that? That's illegal. That's got to be illegal. He can do this. No way. Oh my god. That takes some serious cojones to play that. Damn. I thought I had pressure against d4. Rook takes f5. Well, anyway. The plan was f5. Damn. All right. How about knight d7? How about before it's too late? I don't want your knight getting to c5. This opening wasn't the best. You 2-move win. A 2-move win. Now that's truly impressive. Queen e7. Oh my god. What do you do on queen e7? Rook e1. I agree. You should definitely go to the open file here. Come on, guys. It's a 3.5 hour arena. Plenty of time, but I do recommend berserking every game. I wish there was an auto berserk. Is there an auto berserk command? Is there somewhere I just can click auto berserk? If that's not a thing, it should be a thing. With this time control, I designed it, so we could comfortably berserk. No love for the dark squares in this game by white. All right. Coming to get you. Looking promising. This move, the C4 business, weakens your dark squares. When you don't have a dark square bishop, I do. Don't forget, he's hiding. He's hiding in the bomb shelter on G7, but he's coming. Aha. Knight C5, anyone? We can hold off on that for one move and play F5 first. This looks very deadly. Now he only has one move, and then it's hammer time. Game over, as they say. Or is it? Jesus Christ, you have a move there. Don't believe it. You have a move there. Knight C5, Queen E3. Knight C5, Queen E3. Oh my. Knight C5, Queen E3. Queen E3. He's never going to miss it now. When I get to have my queen undefended. All right, we must have a good move here. Knight E5, no. Queen D4, maybe. Queen B4. I'm sure the threat on B2 is so great. Queen D6. Queen D6. Possible. I gotta watch my bishop, to be honest. Oh, rook takes D4. Knight E5 and rook takes D4. Damn. Knight E5, Queen E3, rook takes D4. Knight E5. Knight E5, rook E1. There's all kinds of interesting stuff going on here. Plenty of time to think about it. Genie Rook is back. No? All right. Queen takes, pawn takes. Knight D3. No. I'm not gonna give him that. Damn. Queen R6. Damn it. What's the move here? Knight C5, Queen E3. Knight C5, Queen E3. Knight C5, Queen E3, Queen D6. One takes C5, Queen takes D2. That looks pretty good. Queen e3 only move. I can play queen d6 or queen d7. Queen takes isn't enough. Connects his pawns, helping him. Queen d7, d5. I guess queen d6 is better, but I'm a little bit worried about my Well, if we take, I guess our bishop would be safer. What other possibilities do we have here? Oh man. Belamirovich would have a field day. Mr. Slow's not here today. Be nice if he was. All right, guys. Your suggestions are welcome. Queen d7, d5, queen d6, d5. This is my intuition. I hope my bishop doesn't get trapped. Yes. I debanned you. I mean, I admitted you to the team. That was like 3 months ago, that request to join the team. So it had been, I'd been forgotten, stored away in the annals of Team Pawnda. Nice. Nice. Good. Playing the British Championship. The Britsa. That's fine. Enjoy. Fine. Be that way. Be that as it may. We are continuing here. British. Joe. Gawain Jones is 3 out of 3. Michael Adams. Boris Johnson. Liz Truss. Far right British Championship. I'm gonna make like a fake far right chess stream. Trick people into believing I'm a far right chess player, and then shield them for their money. Like JD Vance. I just play a character. I'm not really in the far right. Far right chess. I'm surprised it doesn't exist already. Let's politicize chess. All right, so d5. I agree. This is a definite. That's definitely a serious option. As much as I'd like to play f4, it would give up the e4 square. So I really have to think about that. Yeah, this is why. I mean, the queen's protecting this. By the way, are you threatening me? Ah. 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 F4. I want to play F4. If I don't play F4, you will, right? All kinds of shit is gonna break loose if that happens. F4, the E4 square for starters. It's just not viable. Cannot do this. What about the open file? Can't get my rook to E8. Like king F8, rook E8. It's not going to be possible after rook E1. There's another way to do it. Rook D7. It's crazy. Like bishop F6, rook E1, rook D7. All right, I'm just holding pattern. Great game by Richard so far. Great game. Great game. What's our standing? How's our standing? How many players? Uber driver, of course, in first place, then us, then St. Prism, Alms. Yes, you grabbed the open file. Okay, congratulations. Now, F4 is even. And again, the E4 square is kind of important, but it's not everything. F4, Queen F4, Queen F4, Pawn F4. I mean, I don't like him coming down. You know, it's just so lame. Can I do better than this? A4, Queen F6. Phew, bro. All right. Yeah, you are. Classico Arena. Guys, we had an $11 donation with 11 cents taxed from 404. Is he in the tournament? Yeah, there he is. 404 not sound playing Acerbate. Wow. Look at this. Acerbate versus Error 404 not sound. Nice. Acerbate playing a double fianchetto there. Uh-oh, we got a request from Kenya, Mashariki. You are approved. Congratulations. You're an official Pawnda. Or horse. Mr. Clock, be here. Hey, don't everybody chat at once in the chat room there. You know, you're spamming it too much, everybody. Let me know you're alive. So A3 played. This I did not expect. Clearly threatening to threaten B4. All right. I was thinking maybe King G7, followed by Rook D7, Rook E7. But if I play King G7, Rook D7, he plays like Queen E8. Anyway, so it's hard for me to, if not impossible, for me to actually well, let's say king g7, rook e7. Then if he does something like queen e8, we have the knight d3 concept. Knight d3 is invasive. But right now I have a lot of, pressure against this pawn here. So I can't, I can't really do anything about that. H5. Okay. I see. Very nice. Very nice. So I can play h5. That's probably a terrible move, but not necessarily. Is h5 necessarily terrible? Not necessarily terrible. Sarily. I don't want to give up e4. So bishop h3. Probably a mistake. But who knows? Not the safest move for me. I didn't like h5 because the bishop can get trapped, nevertheless. I might have to just allow him. Maybe I just have to capture on f3 if we repeat moves. Mr. Musashi. Mushi pork. Hey, Astrobeat tricked you. Who's the biggest cheapo artist on the stream? Was a question this week. No, it's this move that I was like overlooked. This move has been overlooked. Don't forget, knight d3 is possible now. However, if knight d3, aha. So I play knight d3, attacking your rook. Now all hell breaks loose. Knight d3, rook e3. There's also bishop takes. That's certainly a possibility, but not. Yeah, I mean, bishop takes pawn, knight, pawn takes, bishop g4, take, and bishop back to g4. Bishop g4 right away allows devastating knight e4 anyway, so knight d3, one last consideration of this move. So let's say knight d3, rook e3, knight takes b2. It looks like he's winning a piece. With queen takes h3, but maybe things are not as simple as they look because of bishop d4, for example. Bishop d4, queen h6. It's not enough. So I think I should take here. This was the original plan. We have interesting moves now. The obvious, of course. Bishop g4 is option A. Option B is knight d3. If knight d3, I mean, what am I actually achieving? Achievement No achievement yet with knight d3. Knight d3, you know me. If knight d3, you know, it's just like rook e3 and I'm going to lose a piece, it appears. So I just don't think there's another possibility here. It is what it is. Hey. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pawns each. White's pawn on d5 is it's imploding. What's up with the pawn on d5? Oh no, Mr. Pawn, your former guardian has left the building. Mr. Pawn is gone. So your pawn takes c6. Pawn takes c6. Queen takes d2. Queen takes d2. Rook takes d2. He opted not. He opted out. The world of zombies. I don't want to mess around here too much. So I will take that pawn and raise you pawn. You're getting my pawn, my other pawn. Maybe I don't have to take the pawn right away. Why don't I play h5? Call your bluff. If I play h5, pawn takes pawn, queen takes c2. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. So I should take this. And then take the other one. Funny position, reminds me of a game I had the other day. Very close. This is a mistake. Oh, you have a trap. I missed it. Nice. Beautiful trap, too. Queen takes d5, rook e8 check. Now that's a beautiful trap. That's a beautiful brownie. All right. Very nice. F6. Pretty shaky looking. If h5, c4. Damn. What about knight d3? Knight d3, knight d3, knight e4. Oof. All right. All right, then. Move the king. You can always move the king. King move is an option. Okay, it's going to be a battle, I guess. Watch out for rook e8. If h5, yeah, I should play king g7. That's a nasty tactic. Classic, right? Queen takes d5, rook e8 check. Did it even work? Yeah, it worked. Of course it works. Wins a rook. Okay, you have options here. Rich, you're playing a great game. Very tough game. But I still think the black is fine. Is anyone out there? No. Do not silly on anyone. Jesse Ventura. Oh no. Oh no. Robert Kennedy Jr. Kennedy Jr. went with Jesse Ventura for real. I thought that was like a meme or something. That's not a good idea. Is he still running for president? He's already asking for jobs in the Trump administration. What a pathetic loser are these people. J.D. Vance. They're all just scammers. Disgusting. The guy already has all this money from the Kennedy family. He becomes like a anti-vaxxer, scammer. Hard to believe he's a lawyer. I guess anybody can be a lawyer. Must be pretty easy to get through law school. Well, I guess with the Kennedy family money, they would have disowned him by now. Okay, guys, knight takes c4 looks like a mistake, or knight to c4, and I guess that's you gave up your very powerful pawn. So I thought you should play either c4 or take the pawn on g4. Unless I missed something here. Richard Brenton just like tragically lost the thread. Loss of thread. I think he's okay right up until move 27. Either of those moves is possible. Queen takes g4 or push. But now he's lost. Gotta remember to berserk so these games don't take like an hour, so we can get in some games. All right, back to tournament. Alpha is back. All right, Alpha with 3 games already. Uber duper. So lots of friends here. This is a popular time limit apparently. Alpha, Sparkle Horse, Uber Driver, Sun Prism, Alms, Yurun, Book Koala, Nedeye, Stefano, TP, Pirate, Era 404, Iman, Brenton, Muleskin, Impure King, Nefdov, Ripunj, R Swiss, Azuaga, HGG, an old friend, GOGA, Goga, Miyamoto, and Acerbate. Acerbate running in last place at the moment, playing TP bot. Oh, we got 2 more requests in the team. All right. Accepted. Poop Pecan. I'm going to make an exception here. Whatever. He has games. He probably has a lot of unrated games. Like Gina Rook. Stefano 8? What? Stefano 8 just sacrificed a piece. Isn't it? Is that a piece sacrifice? No. It was just a recapture. Okay. H7 is defended. Huh. Where is everybody? Please don't let me forget to berserk. What's today? Tuesday? Subscriber stream on Thursday is our next event. So if you'd like to, please get in some games. Send me some games for Thursday. Hello. I want to resume. Uber driver Azuaga Mule Skinner. No game. Sun Prism. No games. Alms is playing Richard. Are there just like 3 of us playing at the moment? It's like some people aren't here. Era 404 playing Rune. This looks like a weird opening. Was this a Dutch? Oh, multiple queen moves. Era 404 not sound was not satisfied with his queen position on c3, so he moved it. He moved it to d3 anyway. That was a bit weird. Where's malformed today? 25 players in the tournament. It's cool that lichess lists the tournament, so you can see Pawnda Arena. Ba, 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 ba. Sun Prism Mule Skinner just started. I predict Caro-Kann. Oh no, sorry, French, yeah. Plays French, not Caro-Kann, sorry. I always confuse Caro-Kann and French. Mule Skinner plays the Caro-Kann. No, they both play the French. Dude, they both play the French. Simon Boy from Switzerland. 23 games, 15 games. Oh man, whatever. Oh no, I lost the window. Help! At least I can get back to the tournament relatively easily since it's in the list there. Okay. All right, let's get a player. Let's get an opponent. Sun Prism played the very strange move Queen C5, which is some computer move, apparently, in the Tarash. Computers love moves like that. Or engines. We call them engines, computers. I'm so like 80s, right? I'm still calling chess engines computers. That's like archaic, you know? It's a computer move, not engine move. Even engine move has to be like archaic by now. There should be another term for it. Something more trendy. Oms versus Richard. Oof. This doesn't look good. Richard, where is your center? Where's your central pawn? Why don't you have a central pawn? One look is all it takes. I can play your own. Or book Koala. Or Nedeye. Or Stefano. Where is everybody? I just keep saying that. Tipu Bach playing Asterbait. Oof. Close Sicilian. Are central pawns good? Well, I guess the question you have to ask yourself is control the center a good thing? And if control the center is beneficial, then having central pawns is a good thing, oftentimes. It thins out your opponent's control of the center a little bit. Yeah. Interesting. Close Sicilian there. I am not getting an opponent. Don't know why. Stand by, Sparkle Horse. Pairing clears. I'm going to get me a beer. Hey, everybody. How are you? Unpaired. Oh no. My time. Berserk. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. No, actually, it's very funny because I like playing e4. I enjoy. I really. What happened? Black didn't move, and I won by forfeit. Whoa. Oh, that's interesting. That sucks. I enjoy playing e4 in Blitz and Rapid, but I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself to play it in long games, in tournament games. Though I have many times in the past. I always get this feeling like I don't really know what I'm doing as well as I do in the queen pawn and flank openings. But I love playing e4 because it's like it's like more undiscovered for me than d4 c4 knight f3. The undiscovered country. All right. I really enjoy playing e4, but I can't talk myself into playing it in classical, in over the board games. Guys, coup piquant has followed. A spicy coup. Rip Venezuela. Barring a coup. 70% of the vote, they're estimating like the opposition got and lost the election in Venezuela. Interesting democracy you got there. All right. So, oh no, this is Paolo. That was Stefano. They're different people. I'm white. They're both Italian names. All right. He had me until the last. I think my career of playing the C3 Sicilian is done after that last game against Mr. Slow. I've lost all interest. Oh no, I forgot the berserk again. No. No. Why don't anybody else berserk? I forgot again. Oh my god. I forgot again. Somebody's got to keep Gina Rook company here in the chat. Learning chess. Oh no. Learning chess. How many times have you joined the team so far? It's got to be like the 10th time he's joined my team. That's not good. Why do you keep unjoining? All right. To your health. You're winning the tourney. Oh, you see, that's why I wouldn't let you in the team. I knew that was going to happen. That's what happens when you let these unrated people in the tournament. Then you get some freak result, you know, somebody who's like 1,300 based on 4 games wins the tournament. All right. it's a 3.5 hour tournament. I've got 1 coffee and 2 beers to last me 3 hours. So we're through the coffee. We're starting our first beer. We have 2 hours and a quarter to go. B6. Gingy used to play this with black. I mean, if black can get in, d5 somehow, then the setup is viable. Otherwise, black can run into problems spatially. I wonder if like rook e1 is worth considering. This feels very robotic. I remember Roman would play this and never like move his central pawns. So like queen c7, queen b8, rook f d8, and he would like maybe even like encourage people to go f4 e5 and then try to undermine their center. I tried to play the English like this at least one game. A million years ago, I played double fianchetto. See now, can you really do that? You're like kind of acerbate style here. If knight b5, it's an if then. If knight b5, d5, cd5, ed5, ed5. It's like what? What? Or I could just play rook d1. And if d5, I smoke that knight on c6 and just keep taking stuff. It's hard to believe that you can do this. Knight b5, knight e8, I guess. Knight b5, knight e8, rook f d1. I don't know. I don't understand how this is possible. I mean, can you really play d5 here? It's possible. It's anything's possible. No, I like blondes when I'm talking about beer. Maximum, red. No browns and brunettes for me, man. This is not brown beer. Svetle. I guess it's Czech. Riznu Chuti. And I have no idea what that means. Maybe it's kind of a reddish brew. It's somewhere between like, yeah, I don't know. Svetle. Original. It is not brown or even close to brown. Tar. Oh my god. D5 happened. I always take toward the center. How can you do this? How can this work? What about the a7 pawn, bro? I don't understand. What's going on with the a7 pawn? Even supposing you had some kind of tricky move like 97 knight b4, what are you going to do about a7 hanging? mean, d5 is the idea, but I mean, can you technically like really make this work? It's almost like a reddish blonde, strawberry blonde beer. Nefidov. That's as far as I'll go. Knight b4. So knight takes a7 hits the enemy rook. I really don't understand what, how, and when this works. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 4 attackers on my pawn. So knight takes a7. That's 2 pawns. Now, what are you going to do? I hate playing chess in a materialistic way, but sometimes you have to. Rook mean on a8. Stop saying moves that are relevant in my position. Black is launching these complications using very little time, which is strange for me. You should always keep an eye out. I mean, how to express this thought. We don't want to enter into complications voluntarily. It's 2-for-1 sale, so he sacrificed 2 pawns to win 1 back. Now, that knight not opening his bishop on g7. So I'm wondering about trading off said bishop with bishop h6. Bishop h6, bishop h6, queen h6, knight takes c3, knight takes c3, queen d4 check. The bishop, I have to keep my bishop. My bishop is really important. I mean, this piece is... I don't want to play rook d1 and give him the bishop. Then black has almost like built-in compensation. So, bishop h6. Bishop f2, bishop h6, bishop g5, I mean bishop d4. These are my options. Even bishop d4. Bishop d4 is awkward. What about exchanging knights? Doesn't seem great. Knight takes, bishop d4. No, I like my queen defended. Bishop h6, queen h6, knight takes c3. I could trade knights and then play bishop h6. Take. I can also take with the pawn on. I can take with the pawn on c3. Keep d4 as a knight outpost, but my pawn on c3 would be a little shaky. Black has some compensation here. Playing the British Championships at the moment getting cooked. Tranquilizer dart. So where is British Championships? Okay, I saw that. I saw that. I did see that. I think I saw it on my phone. Like there was some, or Facebook, I guess. There was some Facebook post about it. Okay. Intermediate exchange. Yeah, I just saw the score after 3 rounds. Jones, Adams, Wadsworth, or something like that. All had 3 points. Someone else. That was this morning when I woke up. Adams is amazing, dude. He's amazing. I mean, what a class player. He's just a freaking chess machine, and a good, just a good all around ambassador for chess. Generally, I admire the guy. You know, not only his game, but his presence and sportsmanship. And you know, we're almost the same age, so Mickey is 1 year older than me. Okay, so black has ceded the bishop takes g7. No thoughts of like queen c5 check might be worth considering. Therefore, bishop c4 not a good idea. But everything's protected. How about queen g5? That's a good square for my queen if necessary. Rook d1. So rook d1. Rook d1 looks good. Which rook? I'm going to undefend my king position. Now, this is okay. This is okay. Yep. I just can't stop thinking how black plays his pawn sack in the opening. Was knight b5 a mistake by me? You know, I was thinking like maybe I should just put a rook on the d file instead of playing knight b5. If I was to go rook fd1 and you try to play d5, I would chop on c6 and then just start taking stuff, and I'm winning a pawn. I want to check that after the game. So here, this is a huge idea. I wanted to stop that. I mean, I guess I could play. I have to consider other options here. Queen g5. No, queen g5 is it's okay. I think that was the point. Avoiding this queen check on c5, and if queen b4, I have, let's just say, options without giving away too many moves. But I don't know, man. Well, I forgot the berserk, so we're never going to be able to compete for first place in this tournament now. Alpha. The guy's like, he's like 2,000. How is he way out in first? Okay, now what? Well, queen somewhere. Queen h4. I guess we're going to h4. I need a good reason not to go to h4. Where else am I going to go? b5 allows queen e3 check, which is pretty unpleasant. I would play in the British Championship, but sadly, because of 1776, we're no longer considered part of the Commonwealth or whatever. Wait, no, wait a second. British Championship. Um, so Canadians can play. How does that work? Canadians can play, right? It's not Commonwealth, like Commonwealth Championship. Is that the same thing? The Commonwealth Games. I wish I was Canadian. Can we have more than 20 seconds to start a game? I think it should be. It should be related to the amount of time for the game. The longer games should have longer grace periods. Guys, please support my efforts to go to the World Senior. We're almost to $400. Can we break it? Another pawn bites the dust. Oh no. He's just randomly dropping b6. That's seriously just losing another pawn. Well, I mean, that's the greatest thing about arena tournaments. I saw this. What was there? There was somebody who was like asking about organizing an over the board arena tournament. I was just like face palm. And Black's really going down the tubes here. He's got nothing for this 2-pawn sacrifice. Look at my queen. Look at this queen position. That's devastating. That's 2 pawns up. This is like the prototype. When you like search Wikipedia for 2 pawns up, you get this position. Prototypical 2 pawns up position. I was thinking maybe bishop c4. Need a reason not to play bishop c4. There could be a reason not to play bishop c4, actually. It's getting away from my king safety. So bishop c4, yeah, bishop c4, queen g5. That's a little greedy. Bishop b5. Ooh. Now that's a different story. Incommunicado. Masturbate. Isn't 20 seconds enough for you? Try paying attention to the tournament, dude. I know that's a lot to ask. All right, I'm halfway through my beer. Not quite, but close. I'm trying to time everything so I have enough drinks for this tournament. This beer has to last me until another half an hour. I have to laugh. Oof. All right. Consolidation station. Look at this queen. Now that's amore. My queen is killing him, like single-handedly. The queen is the one piece that just devastates with centralization. I mean, no other piece can even come close. Obviously, can you accept your join request? Okay, I didn't see it. There it is. I got two actually. Bombast. Okay, so Bombast and another strongish player. I haven't seen Bombast in years. It's a good thing Bombast is still going. Need Bombasts. Oh no, Queen d6 almost forces a trade of queens. Because my queen is already centralized, this is even better. Now you have he has one square, Queen a5 to avoid the queen exchange. Yeah. My recommendation here is to resign because you're hurting you and you're hurting me. If you get a totally lost position in an arena, you should really resign and play more games. There's no benefit like in like dragging out a lost position. Now b4 isn't good here. But it doesn't matter because this guy's queen has no good squares. Still have to finish him off. b4, queen a7 check. And I lose a piece. My knight. Oh no, my knight. I mean, rook d4. Hey, how do you feel about rook centralization? I think now we can start thinking about crazy stuff like h4, h4. I'm feeling audacious. Sure attack. Sounds like a supervillain. Attack. That's a nasty move you've got there. Don't like that. That's not good for me. So the h4 deserves very serious consideration. Give myself a square it. Give myself a square it at h2 for my king. But although h4 is a bit weakening, you know, I really don't have to do that. Maybe I ought to just maybe I ought to just move my king or something. King f1. King f1 is not crazy at all. What could possibly go wrong after king f1? h4. h4, king h2. It looks weakening. I'm going to go to f1. I mean, normally this would be kind of crazy, but with this bishop blocking down this diagonal, to be honest, like there's nothing that black can do. And now I'm threatening queen e5. Maybe threatening queen e5. Something like that. He's got nothing here. That's just queen e5. Wow. Queen e5, bishop f3, rook f4. That's brutal. Bishop f3, rook f4, bishop takes g2, check, king g1. Resigns. I mean, he can try to play on. I guess. Can have that. I'll give you that. I've been known to miscalculate. He has no way to attack my queen. And I'm threatening rook f4 as well as rook d6. So the bishop takes f3, it's just kind of a surface threat. And I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to play rook f4, then double attack f6, and he takes on g2 check. I just move my king to g1. Then I win a knight with check and defend the g2 square. All right, black should resign here. Yeah, he can believe in his defensive skills. You know, I'll tell you what. When I played in the World Team Championship 3 weeks ago, the last round game against Charterson, I was like -4, and I was still thinking like I had a chance. Really believing that I still had a chance at -4. Well, it's important. You know, it is important to do that. I mean, nobody's going to save a lost position if they believe they're lost 100% with no chance. Well, at least they believe they don't have a chance. You know, you have to be. We got to get Richard some opening coaching. You know, he gets himself in some bad positions out of the opening. Richard, where's your central pawn? Damn it. He did it again. Look, he has no central pawn. Where is your central pawn? Where is it? Where's your central pawn? It's gone again. He's playing the Rockport Queen's Gambit accepted with reverse colors or something. The idea is knight a2. The idea is knight a2, knight b4 in order to play for control of the e5 square. So he wants to undermine the knight on c6 with knight a2, knight b4. Classic Rockport. Man, I'm telling you, if I was a Hungarian Olympic team, I would rather have Leko on board 1, even if he hasn't played in 10 years. But I guess Rockport has sort of mellowed out a little bit. But back in the day, that was definitely the case. By the way, the Chess Olympics is coming to Budapest. If anybody wants to hang out with me, I'll be here in September most likely. Ooh, we got Bombas first game. All right, c5. Oh no, berserk. Oh no, I didn't berserk again. You tricked me. You tricked me. Why didn't you berserk? You guys stop tricking me. Oh no. Oh no. The Ginsburg variation. Yeah, I lost to Ed Formatic in this in 1991. Mark, my teammate, like won a nice game against the guy with the d4. This is how I lost, but I figure I'll give it a try. That's the correct move. And I'm out of book. I am out of book. That's not good, right? But we're just gonna, you know, try to make it work. Ooh, I lost the pawn. We try to make it work. T streets. He's just taking straight up. Is that good for white? Bombas is around for a long time. 7 years like me. All right, so I sacrificed a pawn, apparently. But it's, you know, it's quality, not quantity, as I said earlier, that matters. You got the French defense theme there, but it's not my only idea. Okay, I can play pawn takes pawn, then bishop e4. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Also, just knight c6. But what's the point here? The hell is the point? Just gonna take. I believe in my compensation. If you try to take my pawn, I'll have compensation. Agnes Karajewski, great to have you back here. Agnes Karajewski. Live from Poland. No. All right, guys. We got an hour and 44 minutes left, so I need to nurse this beer for another 20 minutes. 30 minutes. I gotta make the beer last another 30 minutes. How am I gonna do that? It's a good thing they're big beers. So you took the pawn. Unbelievable. Look at that. Sorry. These three things are all undefended. I mean, White has the sort of open queen here, you know, because of this knight move. For starters, yeah, queen g5. Oh, not a very fundamental move. I could play like bishop c6, for example. And like white takes on c6, I take back. They probably play bishop e5. I would have compensation for the pawn, but not more. But I want more. What about like just natural moves? If I play the natural knight c6, you're going to just go back or what? Double attack. I'm just banking on my long-term compensazione. He goes back. Okay, now this is weak and this is weak. For how long? Well, I can really pressure d4. White wants to play bishop here and try to, you know, unravel now. Queen c7. What's happening if queen c7? You have some trick like queen c2. Queen c7, queen c2, queen c7, queen c2, rook c8. Queen c7 castles, knight takes e5. Queen c7 is interesting. Queen c7, queen e2, that's a good move. Queen c7, queen e2. My original intention was to play something else, but I think this puts more pressure on white. I mean, there's this, there's this, there's this. And then obviously I can stack up along the c file. Queen e2 doesn't really help. Queen c2 is awkward, so he has to like castle sack the pawn back, I would assume. And ultimately, I mean, black has a better structure. This pawn is a killer because it restricts black. You know, I can't play knight f6, for example, because there's a freaking pawn on e5. I'm very curious to see like if anything like this has ever been played before in a real game. Beyond beyond on lichess. Like I would honestly be surprised if a tournament game made it this far. So many possibilities, and in this particular position isn't that likely to have occurred. Although Bombas moves are fairly logical. So my teammate Mark Ginsburg won a game in the tournament with the same line, but I don't think his opponent did bishop d3. I think the opponent did something else. Maybe they played b3 or something weird. Equal material. But I mean, the time that I played the one time I played this variation back in 1991 or whatever, 92, International Master Ed Formanek I remember like losing pretty badly against Ed. I played the variation, I didn't know what I was doing, and this is very imbalancing. And if you don't know what you're doing and you don't have experience in this kind of weird structure against a more experienced player, you're probably going to get dusted, and that's what happened. I was an inexperienced player playing a title player, and I got busted with black. I don't remember what happened, but it wasn't good. All right. Ed had a good score against me. Still alive, as far as I know. International Master. He was a math professor at Penn State University for many, many years. So queen d4, d6, a5, other options. a5, even d5, but I think the d5 is bad. d5 obviously just gets attacked by the bishop immediately. d4 also more apt to getting attacked. d6 can get attacked by knight c3 and knight b5, knight e4 very quickly as well, but it's better than queen d5 or queen d4. Kind of leaning toward queen a5. Queen has a lot of mobility on a5. Just had a sudden thought that there's this attacking my b7. So I'll castle queenside if he plays queen f3, obviously. No. Mm-hmm. No, I won't castle queenside, but I will be very careful. Black's behind in development. Well, one piece. His king's safe. You got to give him that. So I wonder if I play queen d6 instead, I still have a problem with b7. That's not going to go away. Although I would be attacking his bishop there. If he takes on b7, I don't know. What's the positive in queen a5 really? The queen isn't easy to attack other than b4. It has a lot of mobility was my argument. Okay, maybe I have a good plan. I came up with a plan. He played knight a3. Oh no. Tempting me into like taking it. I really don't think I want to do that. I need my dark square bishop here. That's a neat move. Wow. So take, bishop c6. It has to be considered. Knight c4 is so strong. I just take it. You take. I play. Let's say knight f6. Knight f6. You play bishop e2. I play bishop c6. Allowing knight c4 is extremely dangerous. It goes to c4. It's going to e5 very quickly. How am I going to get rid of it on e5? Now we have a choice. I was committed to playing knight f6, but I'm also thinking about knight e7, which would allow, no. Pawn structure. He's not big on pawn structure. Our opponent is more about dynamics than statics. So I think bishop c6. And that's fine. You want to take on, you want to take an f6? I don't think you want to do that. He's very much down with the dynamic features. Whereas we're playing like structural long term. But this game is too long. I should have berserked. I did it again. Now Uber Driver's in first place. Give me a break. Who has he played, dude? Can we see who Uber Driver's opponents are? Seriously? He's playing Alpha Alpha. He played Richard. He played Pyrat and Azuaga. He had a forfeit win against Book Koala, who I'm going to kick out of the team again. He did play Alpha Alpha again. Not the toughest pairings. Mr. TD. Nice. Team Ukraine. All right. But I like my structure here. You can always castle queenside. Not likely, but possible. No, I mean I like this decision to play bishop takes a3. It's counterintuitive, but the future of knight e5 was very easy to make that decision. How am I going to deal with the knight on e5? You know, I end up trading my bishop forward anyway. It's pretty clear. You have a nice structure bishop, but other than that, I'm very solid here. No weaknesses. My pieces are active. No bad pieces. So I'd rather be black, as nice as his two bishops are. I seriously think he should have considered that queen f3 thing. You know, had he played queen f3, I have to play bishop c6, and then you know he would have different options. He could play queen g3, tying me down to g7, but I expected bishop e4, and there I was thinking maybe I play rook c8, and if bishop c6, rook c6. But I still think queen f3 was interesting. Now this game is taking us out of contention. Too much time. Both of us should have berserked. Bombus is faster than me. I mean, now here's a neat move, rook e3. Protecting his bishop. Well, I'm open to castling on either side here. It looks like theoretically I might be threatening something like bishop takes g2, but not yet. Now I don't want a castle. I mean, I'm gonna get it mated, you know, castle king side. That's what he wants. Or maybe even just like rook d8, putting pressure on, you know, massive pressure on the center. I think we're gonna see the opponent maybe go for like queen e2 and then triple-ize. Triple-ize. But if you want to play something else like queenside castles, I don't blame you. It's dangerous. You know, I could see an exchange sacrifice being effective in this type of position. I also have to watch for rook sacks on e6. Obviously, queen e2, rook takes e6 check. Do we get a follow? Zo Lorenzo has followed. Agnes Kardusky had resubscribed for 41 months. All right, guys. Please donate and support the stream. I'm trying to go to the World Senior in Portugal in November. Now this move is weird. It's like he's trying to bait me into taking the a3 pawn. I have no interest in that pawn, less than 0. You know, really, I am the least materialistic player you know. I don't even want that pawn. You know, I would maybe play queen a4, offering an exchange of queens, but I have 0 interest in taking on a3. It just gets my queen out of play, you know, and it's in a dangerous place. So it's either queen a4 or something lateral. You know, maybe he wants to play bishop here, but I mean, there's nothing there. So no real plan for white. Queen d5. Wait, I could sack my queen. It's like a, oh yeah, queen d5 takes up the d5 point. f3 is a good move for him. I could sack my queen, queen d5, bishop, queen d5, f3, queen takes d3. Very good chance for a blockade draw, but not interested. So anyway, queen d5, f3. I'm not sure I want to do that. Where do I want to put my queen here? Queen d5 is nice. So is queen a4. Where do you go after queen a4? You move your bishop back, like bishop c2. You trade into the ending with queen a4, bishop a4. This should be okay for me, though I might not be better. Man, I lost my computer is such a bitch. If I even like let it sit for like 2 seconds, it goes on sleep mode. $32 donations today. Whoa. 32 players. 32 donations. Queen h5, f3. Queen g5. Rook g3. I don't like that. Queen d5. Centralizado. All right. This sucks. I didn't know what to do. I'm just choosing move at random. The problem is that all my pieces want the same square. It's a one square. I call this a one square position. Everybody's like fighting over the same square. Give me that square. F3 slightly weakens his king. You know, but it also would restrict his rook mobility, lateral, and his queen. You know, so there's some good things about F3. Now, I'm not threatening anything in this particular position. Keep that in mind. You know, so maybe white should play something like rook b1, a4, some sort of neutral move, right? Arrow 404 not sound. I mean, he's obviously got a lot of flexibility here to do pretty much anything this particular moment. Oh no. Beer pace is a little bit off. You've got an hour and 24 minutes left. Alms is coming back. He played queen f1. It's so weird. He's got his queen there on f1. He can bring the rook across. His a2 pawn is under fire. He has bishop c4. I think he just really, really, really didn't want to play f3 and block his rook moving laterally. That seems to be the takeaway. So h5. Well, actually, knight g4. We need to focus. I have no clear and present danger. Queen f1 is some sort of hardcore move. Castle is not an option. We've already said this. Knight to g4 allows, you know, rook g3. So what's up with the h5? I'm not sure, but another possibility is knight h5. That looks really stupid, but it's possible. Knight h5. The idea of knight f4. Pretty one-dimensional concept, honestly. h5, h4. Maybe he's going to play f4. That looks insane. All right, anyway, this gets my rook in the game. I'm going to do it. This is, besides supporting like knight g4, h4, h3, I can get my rook up into the game, you know, without castling. This game is like he's playing like an epic battle, but we're both falling behind. We both should have berserked. It's a tragedy that we didn't berserk here again. Everyone should berserk every game with this time control. If you want to win the tournament, at least, we should be berserking every game. I simply forgot. It's not that I didn't want to berserk. I have this mental block against it. Remembering. We got $11.11 donations today, guys. And tomorrow's the last day of the month. And I've got to pay for the storage unit with all my chess library is Oh no, bishop c4. Okay. Well, f5. f5 is clearly the square. No other option. Rook e5 looks artificial. And now we're talking about, the possibility of things like if he triples on e6, I can offer an exchange of bishops, for example, Like, do you really want to exchange bishops? I mean, the more pieces you exchange, the more the static element of the position matters. So the isolated pawns become more grave for white as pieces leave the board. So he's burned his bridges with isolated and weak pawns. Doesn't matter here necessarily, but in an endgame it's going to matter. So if we trade pieces, he gets closer and closer to the endgame of death, basically, where he has 3 isolated pawns, and I have 0. On the other hand, I'm not sure, even bishop takes e6, he doesn't even have a threat. Maybe rook takes e6. He's actually more dangerous than bishop takes e6. This is a surprising move. I feel like he's just literally spamming moves now. Rook e5 is very strange. There might be an idea behind it. So we have 2 very interesting moves, at least. Queen f4 and queen g6. Queen f4 is way more active than queen g6. Queen f4 threatens knight g4 directly, which would be like lights out. And if he plays a g3, he's a goner. So that move actually, that looks really hard to deal with. How is he going to deal with queen f4? The least of his worries is the fact that I'm attacking the c4 bishop, but I'm threatening knight g4. I have another threat, but I'm not sure it's actually a threat. Like rook takes d2, sort of pseudo threat. I wish there was 32 donations today. I wish there was at least $32 in donations today. Error 404. But I'm happy we got 32 players for the tournament. This was a success. It was a success. Even if no one donates to support, my World Senior Tour. Pawnda Classical Arena still up there. But yeah, 3. Very, very much expected. Stopping knight g4. So rook takes d2. Rook takes e2, I guess, probably doesn't work because of g3. So if I play h4 now, I guess he has time for queen f2 here. No, he can't. His bishop's hanging. Era 404. Thanks, Era 404. Getting flagged in a dead position. What do you mean? Getting flagged in a dead position? You mean a dead drawn position? Dead isn't drawn. Dead draw. We usually say dead draw. Not dead isn't lost dead. Thanks, Era 404. What are you thanking him for? 32 donations. What are you thanking him for? Oh, you got a game against each other? You guys want to be more specific? What you're talking about? Bishop e5. So white is suddenly swap mode. Swaffles. I can always castle. Castle early and often. Swamp mode. Rook takes d2. Jeez, that's scary. Rook takes d2. Bishop takes c6 check. Rook takes d2, takes c6 check, takes. Does he have some way to attack me, like queen a6? No, I have the old rook h5. That was the point. One of the points, right, was to get my rook in the game. I also have rook h6 now. Well, rook d2 is kind of dangerous. I mean, do I have any actual threats there? The rook on e5 is pissing me off. So rook e5. He's going to double? Or what? Rook d5. Rook h5. Rook h6. Castling is an option, right? Castling is an option. Castling is always an option. Not a bad option, really, if you think about it. Why is castling a bad option? He's pretty solid after that. Knight d5. Knight d5, rook e4. No, it's like no way I can touch him. You know, he's untouchable. It's weird. Bishop takes b5, queen takes b5 check, rook b7. That's legal as well. h3. What does h3 do? Doesn't it do? h3, g3. h3, g3. h3 takes, check. Yeah, h3, g3. Is my queen trapped? Damn, my queen doesn't have any squares except for h6 there. That's crazy. He's flagging me. I mean, I have to make a move. I mean, this is crazy. He's flagging me with 15 minutes left. Plays like God. He's so strong practically. Now I ended up with isolated pawns. And we both have isolated pawns, so white's okay. It seems like, strangely. Right? Man, I don't know. It's a weird position. I'm hallucinating I can play rook d3. But all I know is that I'm okay here. But I mean, we're all losing. Welland Stitch is in first place. What? Where did this guy come from? He came out of nowhere. He beat Alms. Who is Wellenstitch? Wellenstitch? Where did they come from? Again? No games with me. 2100 in Blitz. Almost no rapid games. 0 classical games. We didn't play them. I never played them. Rook c5. Okay. Is the idea, I don't know. What is the idea? Bishop takes f6. Just to win on time, right? It gets weirder and weirder. Again, I am not materialistic. But I don't want to allow, like, bishop takes knight on f6 and f take with the pawn. I'm running out of plans. His time management is great. Germany, friend of yours. Rook c4. Yeah. He just comes up with surprising moves a lot. Nothing but surprising moves. It looks like I'm dropping the pawn there, but it's okay. He's got 10,000 bullet, 15,000 blitz, 7,000 rapid, 600 classical. Quite strong in chess 960, and we played before. Tough. Tough and fast. White's play in this game is really pretty weird. I mean, you can't really put a label on his style or like what. Where does he come up with these weird moves? He's definitely played a weird game. Weirder than me. Wow. The bishop stays on board. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable shit, man. I am done with that bishop. Seriously. What about knight f4? Dude, I'm super done with that bishop. The other option was obviously f6, which I might play in the near future. But there are more important things than material, and yeah, this has been a really weird game. Got 1 hour left, but I don't understand how Wellenstitch won his game so quickly. Like, how did you do this so quickly? Okay, yeah, he won a pretty long game against Alms. He had a long game against Alms. He won. He had a long game against Error 404. He got a forfeit against Asterbait, and he lost to Alms. So he's been in since the beginning, but sort of surged here at the end. You guys are going to need to hold him off, you know. Wow, D4. Okay, H3. No, H3 is a little committal. Man, what do I do now? Queen B5. Do I ever have a tactic? Queen B5 allows knight C1. That's kind of one of his main ideas here, I would think. Never get a tactic against this guy. He stopped E5. That's insane. Literally stopped E5 from happening. Never never have any kind of tactical shot for black. And my time is just ticking away. It's weird. My knight should go to D5, I guess. My rooks aren't doing shit in this position. H3 is interesting. H3, G3, knight G2, and what does that do? You know, the heck would knight G2 do? This is really unbelievable. I do not have a clear plan. E5. E5 takes. E5. E5 is an unexpected move. But maybe it's not even good. My knight is very active. Dr. Chipchance, welcome back. The Alms mated me. Error404 not sound gives tier 1 sub to Alms. Alms on Twitch. I'm down to 4 minutes. A strong blitz player. Wow. So now what do I do? E4. We consider E4. And then reconsider. E4. Takes. Queen takes. He's some sort of answer for everything. It's really annoying. Okay. I'm just making random moves. The guy just never loses focus. Just keeps chugging along, no matter how awkward his position is. It never needs to use that much time. Never blunders. Yeah, only move. As far as I'm concerned, that's only move. And he found it like in less than 30 seconds. That's the problem. He just keeps finding like good moves in less than 30 seconds every single time. I just don't know what to do now. Eventually, he just keeps defending against all my threats, and I'm going to lose on time. I mean, it's really weird. There's nothing I can do about it. It's very, very strange. It'll be an interesting game to analyze. Okay, screw it. Mm. All right. Another pawn. Another pawn bites the dust. Mm-hmm. Doubt this was the best move. Too materialistic. Mm-hmm. Queen knight combo. I'm It looks hard for White to defend this, honestly. We got equal material, but the bishop is bad. All is good. Thank you, error. I'm sure he'll find something. I'm threatening rook on the 7th. It took all my time. That guy won more games now? Like, does anybody know who that is? They just appeared. And their ratings aren't that high, but they're like killing the tournament. You can't rejoin the tournament. Try refreshing the page. You may have like sat out too many times. You have to have like a timeout or something. That happened to me. But do we know who Wellen Sitic is? Sitic? Do you German guys know who he is? Is he like a friend or was he on the stream once before? It seems familiar. Did he win another tournament at one point? Bombus is in trouble here. I have just enough time. I have a passer, control the 7th, knight versus bad bishop. His king is exposed, the pawn on h3. This looks bad. Oh, he's a streamer. Oh, no. He's not streaming, though. All right. Yeah, well, he came out of nowhere to win all of his games or something. I don't know what happened there. He's not that high rated. Just 2100. Okay, so what do we do? Rook c1. Knight g5. Rook d2. Oh no. How am I going to make progress? It's going to flag me at some point. All right. He resigned. Yeah, I mean, we have a huge edge here. Thanks for the game. So I'm way behind this guy. He came out of nowhere with 3 wins in a row. That's the arena, guys. All right, we're in second place. Uber driver in third. But I do have time for a couple more games, hopefully, and I have to remember to berserk. All right, tough game against Bombus. Very interesting battle. He really made me use all my time. That was a strange game. Ultimately, I mean, his king safety became an issue, and I've been there. What's up? So, Wellen is first. I'm second. Uber driver, Alpha, Stefano, Rune. We got 33 players total. Aspirate's got on the board. He got on the board with 2 wins, and again, a total of 33 players. 4 pages, nice. Impure King. Okay, Berserk. Yeah. Last time I played B6 against his English. Let's play symmetrical. Not a good way to play for a win usually. But I like it. I have my ways. Yeah, I really don't know who this is. I blocked them. I blocked them last time. All right. The ominous monkey. Being ominous again. Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to catch the leader unless somebody beats that guy in a long game. You did manage to beat him. Oms is tough. Cheers, everyone. Is Nefedov in the tournament? There he is. 3 points. D3. The I don't know who invented this system, but I like it. I played this in the World Senior last October. Only managed to draw, but I had a game where I played bishop takes c3 in this type of structure, and I think it was a little bit over the top. It really wasn't justified. I don't think it's justified in every case to give up that bishop. I was trying to win by, increasing the imbalance, and I had chances actually, but this is a good system for black. I always thought bishop f5 was funny. I had this standalone chess computer back in the 80s that used to play moves like that, and I always thought it was stupid, but it turns out that maybe it's not so bad. Maybe that standalone 2100 chess computer knew what it was doing all along. I mean, rook e1 is very common, and then the question is here. Speaking of Gawain Jones, I think that Gawain lost this. In Pure King, I don't know. He's like an opening expert. He knows every line. Another reason he reminds me of learning chess. There's something very strangely bizarre about this player. Like, their ratings don't match their puzzle ratings and other stuff, and their play is very inconsistent. They're 2700 tactics, but they can't see a very simple tactic or make insane sacrifices that don't even come close to working. Here there's 2 moves, and they both involve the H pawn. And I played H6 in the World Senior in a similar position, maybe the exact same position to be exact. But H5 is more aggressive. Maybe H5 is actually better. I think this was the Gawain Jones. Gawain lost to someone with white a game in the chess database. They're H5. H6 stops knight G5. H5 doesn't care. And I guess he'll dig deep into his he'll have to dig deep into his opening explorer to find like the best line for white. That's not real difficult to find that move. Then I can't remember what happens next. Obviously, knight G5. Uber driver passed me. He must have had another. Oh, he's playing well. They're playing each other. He beat Alpha Alpha in 10 minutes. He beat Richard using no time. He beat Pirate using quite a bit of time. He hasn't played anyone of the strongest players at all, as usual. I don't know how you do that, Uber driver. Bishop f4. Now this move I don't recall. I would think I would remember that move. Do not remember that move. What happens if I play e5? e5, knight takes h3, queen h3, bishop g2, and I've given up all my white squares. I guess bishop takes c3 is definitely an option here, but I don't know that I should consider it that seriously. What about pawn takes pawn, though? Actually, are you going to take back with the bishop? Seems kind of weird. This is definitely a weird move. I don't think we're going to see that, you know, in the Gawain Jones theoretical compendium. This is like when I play h5 on move 1. In all honesty, like, should I consider just going back now? Yeah. But I guess if bishop, yeah, bishop f5. Again. And play it again. Play it again, man. I have no idea who this is, and they just are completely anonymous and will not reveal any information. Except when I said they were learning chess, they said they're not learning chess. So that's a lot of info we have there. You know, 27 blitz games at 1900 and you're 2700 in puzzles. That doesn't fly, you know. All right, so we're just better, like, structurally. Whoa. E3. Now what? Exactly. I'm just going to develop. Sure you're not a relative of Uber driver? Man, this is so bizarre, dude. Bishop f4 and bishop g3. It's like you copied me. I think that most people would play rook b1 or something like just take the bishop. The Gawain Jones is knight takes and bishop g2, obviously. I mean, that's the obvious continuation. Bishop d2. He copycats me with the weird bishop f4. Now what? You know, e4. You want to play e4? Okay. Make your bishops great again. Wow. H4 is really insane. Wow, that's just crazy. I mean, why weaken your king side? Seems like a very strange move. But maybe not that bad. All right. So, what do I do now? Castle. With my rook on h8, what's the point of castling? You know, I think screw that, man. Um, um, I'm just gonna play like king f8 and leave my king where it is. You know, I'm developed. I'm developed. I'm a developer. If d4, okay. Damn it, my computer again. I hate that. Cannot get it to not freeze. It's frozen. Timed out. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my computer password. All right. There. Oof. Really bizarre move now. Queen a4 is sacrificing the d3 pawn. This is really strange play by white. Just leaving d3 open. Bishop takes d3, rook d1. Bishop takes d3, rook d1. It's some sort of pawn sacrifice, and I guess it would have to be based on bishop f5, e4, and then like e5. Does that even work? I'm not sure that would even work. Crazy. But I have other possibilities too, like for example, knight e5 or knight b4, knight b4. d3 is so weak. Knight d3, knight b4. Not so clear. I think it's a risky capture. Realistically, you know, I have a good position. Taking this pawn is not necessary. Bishop takes d3 is greedy. After rook d1, knight b4 allows queen d7, king d7, all kinds of problems. Rook d1, bishop f5, e4. I'm just playing right into his hands to take the pawn. That's actually a pretty inventive pawn sack. Now, no, I'm not interested. Thanks. I think that castles is quite reasonable. Also unnecessary. I'm not sure white has any threats here. King f8. How do I get him off my face? If my opponent was an alien face hugger, how do I get him off me here? I mean, seriously, castles is not so stupid. You know, screw it. I think like caring about the H file is overrated. Do what you want to do, man. I mean, you've got a weakness here. This is bad. I'm just playing like a tight position. I don't know, you know. I guess I'm just gonna screw the H file. You know, there's nothing there anyway. I'll just play like with a slight edge, and Alpha has passed me as well. I forgot the Berserk couple games. That kind of hurts. Now, it's still unclear if I'm actually threatening to take this pawn. If he plays e4, I play bishop g4. But even bishop e6 would be okay. My bishop can just go like to g4 and h5. I don't really like white's position. Bishop g4. I'm going to play f3. Have the pawn bishop. No, he can go to g2. You can go to g2 and try to change diagonals, but you know, every time you move a pawn, you weaken your position slightly. I'm not really stressed about this. f3, bishop h5, bishop g2. He didn't do it. Okay, fine. b6. Kind of standard procedure for me. This type of position. Defending c6, and then a7's defended. So now I can move my knight without dropping pawns on the queen side. Maybe I should have played this last move. You know, I didn't necessarily achieve anything with bishop g4. I was kind of hoping to provoke f3. I was sure he would do it, but he didn't. Anyone like the new Fritz that came out? The what? Sorry, I don't remember what that is again. My position is so tight, my structure is so tight that I could, with that snake and that dragon, I could literally like sack the exchange with bishop h3, move my queen, and give up the rook on c8, and probably have pretty good compensation. He's angling for that. Whew. All right, knight e4 is possible. Trading knights, but objectively, yeah, stopping knight f4 might be a good idea. I don't want my bishop to go, necessarily leaving with a bishop pair. I don't love trading queens, but I've got the structure, you know, lasting structural advantage. Smislav Runfeld bishop on h5. The pawn. It's part of my, look at my pawn structure. The bishop became part of my dragon. Queen d1. Oh my god. Queen d1's kind of insane. Look at this position. What happens if knight f5? Knight f5? What a bizarre situation. Knight f5, bishop f2, forced. But what's my follow-up? I got to get that knight off of g5 at some point. So, knight moves. Knight h7 or knight e8. Knight e8 is rather passive. Well, they're both passive. The knight on g5 has to go. White is just left, with this like ugly structure. You can't make that go away. You can't make it go away. I mean, I might be literally threatening to like open things up with d5. In the future. Yeah, he made a good move there. It's a very good idea. He didn't blink on the knight thing. So it's pretty exceptional play by white. I guess I have to try to do something on the other side. Maybe b5. It feels kind of slow though. Do I ever have some sort of tactic here? Fluid dynamics. Okay, if bishop g2, rook b8, no. Rook d8, rook e8, maybe, rook d8. Extremely strange. Strange game, strange player. This player bothers me. Yeah, I don't know, Mr. Move 11. It was a weird game. This player's really weird. I blocked him because his play is so strange on an everyday basis. I don't know what to make of them. Was this a grob? Grobbing good. Grobbing good. Yeah, he's playing the grob. It is a grob. He's not familiar with weaknesses. What is a weakness? Killed me with the sucking out all the time here. We got enough time for another game. Move 11, you should have played in this tournament. What's your excuse? Work? Work thing again. Anyone like the new Donkey Kong that just came out? Grob declined. Yeah. Patience, my friends. This is like what I'm talking about now. He has a move here. Kind of what I'm talking about. I think queen e2 or queen g2. No, queen e2. Queen g2. How does this make sense? Is that his only move? Right. Okay. So I defend my queen. I was thinking about this move anyway, to be honest. Rook d8. Now I vote for bishop e1. That's a good way to defend your e3 pawn with your queen. He did it. Of course. You see, that's why he's 2,700 in tactics. Because if you're 2,700 in tactics puzzles, obviously you wouldn't see this, you know? That's what I'm talking about. It's so weird, man. I guess there's no rules against cheating in tactics puzzles. It's technically not against the lichess. terms of service, right? No one said it's illegal to cheat in tactics puzzles. But, I mean, bishop e1 is like the worst move there. Defend with the rook, I guess. This is a very strange game. Okay, back to tournament. Ooh, well, and Siddiq is 2 points ahead of me. Playing Uber driver. Come on, guys. Lose. Double forfeit. Double forfeit. I'm pulling for a double forfeit. There's Uber driver. Well and Siddiq. Oh, what is that? What is that opening? Is that a what is that? E4 E5? It's a Sicilian. It's what is it? It's a Kraken. It looks like Uber driver played the Kraken or something. I bet I know what this is. I bet it was a London. Why played the freaking London? Is this crappy London where you're doing like C3, D4, Bishop F4? Tell me that wasn't a London. Come on. Give me a last game. Come on, error 4. Give me a last game. I want error 4 not sound. There he is! Yes! Alright. Error 4 not 4. Error 4 not 4. Error 404 not sound. Oh, oh, oh. I almost didn't berserk. Thank you for giving me time to berserk. Learning chess, good game. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I berserk for you. Berserk for us. Yeah, that's what I thought, learning chess. I knew you were that account. You're not that account. Coincidence. It was a coincidence. He was talking to someone else. 30-minute arena. I know. Move 11. Why didn't you play? This is an epic tournament, Move 11. I'm so sad you didn't play. Seat Open was my favorite, like... Seat Open was my favorite, poker stars guy. Alright. No, there was another guy, from the Netherlands. Funny name. Oh, .exe or something. Code.exe. He was a supernova from the Netherlands. He used to play all the time. Error 404 not found. What am I going to do today? So I've tried a few different things here against the Scheveningen. G3 is lame. Oh, okay. We'll do English attack. We haven't played that. I played the carries attack, which is technically an improved English attack. Now he didn't play H6. You didn't play the Najdorf either. So what is this after G4? That's not a Perenni variation. The Piranha variation. If G4, I guess H6 will get like Elvest. Elvest was playing this game in the World Team Championship. He was like minus 1.5. In this game, he won against Graham Buckley. Elvis is... You see, Elvis lived through the Kasparov era. And we think we can play the Scheveningen. Like, no. He was like minus 1.5 against an IM and then won. Like, checkmated the guy on the black side of a carries attack. So what do we have here? Is this just bad for black? Maybe 5? No. Oh no. All right. Yeah. Well, I played this position with black probably, but I usually play a6. The English attack is good, but it's basically a curious attack with the tempo down. Now you're really asking for it. Knight b5, knight e8, knight takes a7. I am not interested. I don't want your stinking pawn. Whoa, dude. What are you doing? He instantaneously played d5. What? I don't believe it. Serious? You can do that? Wow. I mean, this isn't even a variation that I know of. So error 404 not sound, just he's paid to lose to me. The money he got in a brown paper bag, he's just totally paid off to lose on purpose. Throw this tournament my way. Isn't G4 Kasparov variation? This is not a variation. I mean, black did not play, you know, a standard type of thing with that weird rook c8 thing, I would say. You know, he does have this thing where like maybe the bishop will come to f5. But I feel like, I mean, I don't think taking this d5 pawn is really an option. I mean, knight d5 doesn't seem like it's an option, or it's optional. He's in a hurry. We're getting close to the end, folks. Double berserk. Uber driver playing Wellenstick, and they're down to their 8 minutes. Wow. Wellenstick is playing London. I mean, if that wasn't a London, what else could it have been? All right. Do I want to take the bishop first? Now we got to be careful here. I think we have to take the knight. And the question is how and when. But error 404 not sound is kind of some sort of, he's almost an Azerbaijan genius. You got similarities actually. Queen takes d4. Queen takes d4. I like that. If I take on e7 check, you take with the queen, and then I can take back and just be like, up a pawn. It's not very exciting. The knight's stuck on the side of the board. But it's just the pawn. If I take, maybe I should take with the bishop. That's what I said, right? Okay, whatever. Taking with the queen seems stupid. I mean, my bishop is a rock on d4. But how easy is this position for white? Not so easy. So I think he's kind of a genius, you know, this whole knight h5 thing. G4 d5, that's unbelievable. There's no way in the world that this is some sort of known idea. I don't believe that for a minute. It may be a motif he's tried before. He insta played d5. So he knows this motif. Motif. Locomotive. So should I play bishop c3? Bishop d3 directly. Looks a little safer. Yeah. I never saw bishop f5 coming. Will I be there at the Olympiad venue? Well, I can be convinced. Excellented. There have been calls. We've had one interested party already. Depends. I can be and I don't think you should do this, by the way. By the way, I didn't love the Olympiad venue when I played there a few years ago. But maybe it's been improved. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either. I mean, I feel that they could do better. They could find a better venue. But I mean, I've also never really organized an Olympiad, so, you know. You'll be playing in the Olympiad for the first time. That's so cool. You're lucky. I mean, I obviously have never played an Olympiad. As an American Federation player, I'd have to be a very strong grandmaster to do so. Oh man, my bishop's hanging. God damn it. Shit. Drop my bishop. No, Eric for he'd get excited and like believe me. It's like I did this to him once before. That's just it was too much. Do not believe. um that's cool though. I just feel they could have found a slightly better venue, but I know the place. It's not that far from me, so it's easy for me to go there. I will be visiting. I know I don't know what happened with I know another player who was trying to qualify for the Olympiad for Pakistan, or Vega. Yeah, say hi. Okay, I'll stop by and visit for sure. Bishop. Hmm. Yeah, chess Olympics in Hungary in September. Um, I'm sure that it'll be good, but that venue was mediocre, in my opinion. Okay, bishop takes h7, check. King takes h7, queen d7, takes, rook takes. I am up 2 pawns at this point. The bishop versus a knight. Now his knight has some potential. So does my bishop. Mm-hmm. Oh, I wanna stay awake here. We're cutting this off, man. I mean, I want his king on g6. King on g6 is a disaster. Oof, that's like He's close to self-mate. Oh my god. Self-mate. Say no to self-mate. You did self-mate. Even knight h5 was close to self-mate. Error 4 he gets nervous. He gets nervous. That's his problem. He doesn't, you can see he's like nervous and he's not focusing. Okay. Too nervous. Back to tournament. No time for analysis now. We're in first place by a point. Alpha is second. Will we get one more game? Request to join the team. Accepted. Request accepted. Oh no, the epic Uber driver game is still going on. Oh my god, Uber driver is better? Down upon, he's not better. He's holding. Too brutal move. Don't know if it's best. But this is an epic game. Wow. They're never going to get another game. But whoever wins is going to pull ahead of me. Draw. Maybe draw is the best result. I mean, if they draw, you know, it's like 2 points, right? It would keep them under control. Draw. Looks like a draw. Actually, the draw likelihood is very high now. Uber driver only has 1 pawn left and less time. White should be able to sack his knight for that last pawn. White would have to really have a mental breakdown. He could get his knight trapped. It's the wrong color rook pawn too. But the white king is way out of position. But Uber driver, you know, he loves draws. I mean, it would take a serious blunder for white to lose this. Still, I could see it. It's kind of study-like. King takes c3, knight c5, a5, knight b3, a4, knight c5, a3. And then white can't find a way to attack that pawn on a3, and then a2 falls on black queens. Pretty much anything could happen. What about Alpha Alpha? Alpha Alpha playing a new player. Okay. So that game shouldn't matter. That just started and it won't finish in time. Although it's 1,000 play. He got the 1,000 player who just joined. Just need to time this out. Come on. Time out. Here's the end game. 7 minutes. Wait to play. The king's not that far away. Knight c5, a5. Knight c5, a5. King f6. King c4. There's got to be a way. This has got to be a draw. Though it looks a little tricky. Knight a5 would be nice. Knight e5, getting the knight dominated. This looks right. Now black has to play a5. And then I can't believe that white is losing here. There's got to be a way for white to at least sack the knight. That move I don't know about though. I don't know if this is a good idea. I think he should get his king closer there. This is a mistake in my opinion. I mean, you see exactly how you're going to attack that pawn on a3. He could have got his king closer on f6. Oh no, if Uber driver wins, it's not enough to catch me. So we just don't, you know, as long as Well-and-Siddick can't win. Well-and-Siddick wins, I'm in trouble. 5 minutes left. This guy better not, like, lose in 5 minutes against Alpha Alpha. Dude, at least like take your time and hold him. Play a tough game. I got a message. I got a message in Ukrainian. Whoa. How did White's king get in the game? Oh my god. No. No, maybe he holds it. If he gets his knight there, is it enough? King d4. I am freaking out here, man. Dude, this could be a win for black. He's got perfect king position. And he'll like Zugzwang white. It looks like Zugzwang. Holy shit. Overdrive is going to win. It's Zugzwang. Bishop anywhere? You have a check on a3? Does that matter? Knight here. Check on a3. Knight there. a2. Check on a3. King b2. Come on. Uber driver. Four minutes to go. I guess I'm not getting a game, huh? Wait's using their time. Not much of it left. Uber driver didn't berserk? Are you kidding me? What? Uber driver didn't berserk and his opponent did. That's crazy. So Uber driver used all 30 minutes for this game. Wow. That's insane. This game lasted like 45 minutes. Wonder I caught up. Well, they both finally got a tough opponent, huh? He can't stall. With knight a3, I mean, knight, can you fork? Knight a3 is the only chance. You gotta play knight b5, knight a3 check. He resigned. Oh no. Well, anyway. Uber driver's in third place. So now it's 248 left. And white is, what happened? Knight takes e5? Okay. Right. Take with the c pawn. Don't let him play queen f5 on you. He's gonna have to take that knight. Changaritash. He's gonna have to take that knight, man. That knight's gonna kill him. But Alpha Alpha shouldn't have enough time here. Don't take any draws because it affects the event. It affects the standings. Just play it out. Uber driver's gonna finish in third place. Oh, there's a CM. Error played some nice ideas in opening. That's what I'm talking about, that D5 thing. From Nepal, candidate master. I thought he played an interesting idea in the opening, that D5. Does that work? I mean, is that, we can look. Well, I don't know if he's talking about our game, or what game. Okay, this game should not complete in time. Pairings are now closed. So nobody resign, nobody accept any draws. Play your games out to the end. And it's all good. $117 left. Yeah, I mean, this is a new account, Changaritas. They look like they're not that high rated, 1100, but pretty solid. Black's obviously better here, but it's not enough. You know, he's a pawn up. I mean, this is a clear pawn up, but winning would take a lot of time. Black offers a draw. Don't take the draw. Do not take the draw under any circumstances. or you die. Do not take a draw. Well, think about it. Think about it for a while. Think about it for a while. Do not take the draw. Never take draws. You know, if the opponent is offering a draw, they want something from you. You know. Now I have a question. The tournament pairings are now closed. But is the tournament results closed? Oh, he made a move. Oh no. Oh no, Alpha offered the draw and didn't get it. He's a Mexican Indian budding chess star. Oh. So is Nedog. That's funny. What a coincidence. Budding Mexicans. Mexican bud. All right. So this game is unimportant. If he accepts the draw, I finish second. But we got first place. I don't feel like I deserve Mexican Indian, not that kind of Indian. He's being not PC. He's a Mexican Native American. All right. Sparkle Horse first. Alpha. Very close to winning the tournament. Uber Driver with third. I don't know how I won the tournament because, I mean, I was really behind most of the way. But I'll take it. The Pawnda Classical Arena, first place, 7 out of 7. Perfect score. Alpha, good job. Second place. Uber Driver, perfect score as well. Not quite enough. Uber did 0% Berserk. Oof. Yeah, that's a mistake. Uber Driver. Wellen, unfortunately, ran into Uber Driver, who's pretty tough to beat, I have to say. And it stopped him in the last game. And Uber Driver stopped him. But Uber Driver stopped him with that blocking strategy of not berserking. That's what undid Wellen Siddick at the end, you know. But Uber Driver also sacrificed chances to win because he took the advantage of more time. Stefano had a very good result overall. Alms, Impure King, again, very strange account. I can't put my finger on it. Yurun is a good player in longer time controls, we can see. Error 4 not sound. Need to take more time and not get nervous. Richard Brenton got 8. Trip Chance came in late. Astrobate, 3 wins. And the rest of the players didn't really stick around. Sun Prism and Hunter with 3 games. Mule Skinner with 4. T-Poo just 2. Nefidov just 1 game. Move 11 played a game. That's interesting. Eman, Learning Chess with 4. Pirate with 4. So excellent. CM from Nepal joined us at the last minute. And then Paolo. Bombas played the 1 game with me, which was really tough. And then the new players there. So a total of 36 players. Thanks everybody for joining us. Move 11 versus Learning Chess. But this was fun. We're gonna do this again. I haven't done many classical arenas. This is probably like the second or third classical arena we've ever done. But I think everyone likes it. It's a longer stream, and the 15 minutes when you berserk ends up being kind of a fun time control. That's it, guys. Thanks. Congratulations to Alpha and Uber Driver for second and third place. I was lucky to get the win, and with a little bit of luck there that Alpha didn't pull ahead. But anyway, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me for this tournament, and we'll be back. We will be back. Don't forget to donate, support the stream, subscribe. We need your support to get to the World Senior. in November. So I appreciate any kind of, you know, financial donations or whatever. Broke, so if you can donate or subscribe, that helps me go to the World Senior in November. We will be back Thursday night with analysis stream. So I try to make the streams instructive. And so a lot of people say that, but it's like bullshit. I mean, bullet chess or whatever, it's not really instructive. My streams are instructive, and I think it helps. And I'm even helped by you guys. So much appreciated. And we will be back on Thursday. And then Sunday simul Fridays. So Thursday, Friday, and Sunday streams coming up this week. Thanks everybody. Have a great night. Congratulations to me and the other winners. And you can do emotional donations. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Organ donor. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.